Hello my beautiful lights and welcome back to the channel. So what I'm bringing you tonight is a piece I've written. Obviously this is copyright for this channel, and it's a piece I wrote for a writing group I attend where I'm not the boss or anything. I'm simply a wallflower, and when I write, I'm channeling all the time. So this talks about the evolutionary journey, and I had this massive pull to put it on this channel because there are messages in here that somebody needs to hear. So I'm going to speak it. I'd like you to just simply listen as if you were listening to a meditation. It's coded. Everything I do is coded. And it's about the independence and being a light warrior. So if you're hearing this message, it will just help elevate your frequency. It will give you a deeper understanding about what it's all about. I didn't know I was going to do this. Obviously, when Spirit speaks, I speak. When they speak to me, I deliver. And that's how this channel is. So my beautiful lights, settle down and simply listen. Independence is a becoming. The tree of independence. Independence is not a rebellion, it's a remembrance. It's the soul's quiet declaration that no external system, identity, label or lineage defines its path. It is the reclaiming of the original frequency, before conditioning, before delusion, before distortion. True independence is not built on ego. It's anchored in sovereignty. It's the deep breath before the leap, the silence after the storm, the knowing that you can stand alone, not because you must, but because you may. And yet, for some of us, it was never a choice. We were not handed softness. We were not given hands to hold when the world shook. We became our own shelter, our own healer, our own warrior of light. We rose because we had to. We found strength, not in defiance, but in necessity. But oh, the magnitude of growth that came from that path. The roots we formed in the dark are now the pillars of our light. We became like the lone tree on the hill, not lonely, just sovereign, exposed to every wind, every season, yet unmoved in spirit. Our bark carries the scars of what we've endured, but beneath the surface, sap still flows, light still rises through the rings. We bloom in our own time, not for show, but for truth. And over time, the tree, once focused only on standing, begins to see. It notices the wild flowers at its feet, small bright offerings of grace that were once unseen. It notices the moss wrapping gently around its roots and the butterflies dancing in soft spirals, and the soil breathing in rhythm with the sky. The tree no longer feels alone. It feels part of a sacred design. And then the birds arrive, one by one, drawn not just to the shelter of its branches, but to the frequency of its being. They nest in the crooks of its limbs. They sing at dawn and dusk and whisper messages from the sky. And their songs, not just beautiful, but healing. The songbird carries codes, soft tones that stir remembrance in our cells. Their melodies bypass the mind and tune into the heart. Their sound merges with our soul like tuning forks in a forest. And it is here, in the quiet, in the rootedness, in the safety of our own self, we make that shift. We stop hearing and we begin to listen. We listen not just with our ears, but with our breath, our body, our bones. We listen with presence so deep that truth reveals itself in spaces between sound. We listen to the song behind the birdsong. We listen to the silence between our thoughts. We listen to the language of our soul, and we finally understand. Because independence taught us how to hear our soul again. But listening taught us how to receive it. And that changed everything. We didn't just find ourselves. We met the divine within. We didn't just walk away from what wasn't for us. We walked in our own truth, lit by the inner sun no one could dim. We are not standing alone. We are standing rooted, with branches open to the sky and a heart anchored deep in the earth's song. And from that place, we begin to appreciate the beauty that surrounds us, not as a distraction, but simply a reflection. We see the grace of the land, the harmony of the unseen, the song of unity rising from the quiet. Independence is not the absence of connection. It's the elevation of the aligned connection. Like a lone tree, on sacred ground you stand, strong, rooted and unapologetic. From the branches, the birds sing your song back to the sky, as their song is your song. A resonance remembered, a vibration reborn, and this time you're not just hearing it, you're truly listening. There you go, my beautiful lights. I hope you enjoyed it. So there is a lot to unpack within that message. So it is a message from the divine. I can't put it any other way. It's a channeling, it's information. It talks about you feeling like the lone wolf. You know, some people call us light workers the black sheep of the family, the lone wolf, whatever you choose to call oneself. But we're never truly walking alone. We are interconnected with spirit, with the earth, with our spirit guides and everything. So even if you feel like you're a tree stood alone on the top of the hill, there are many things around you. And that time alone is actually helps you tune into a frequency of self. And when you tune into a frequency of self, you tune into the divine frequency. This is the deep inner work we continuously speak about. So it's very, very interesting. It's very beautiful. It's shadow and light as usual. You know, you have to go through the shadow to appreciate the light and to really understand who you truly are. And that's what this message is. Whether you've walked as the lone wolf, whether you've been the black sheep of the family, you've been always connected to the divine. You're always connected to people at the same vibrational frequency as you. And if you felt lonely and you've heard this message, we are a little community of light. So feel free to join us, to chat. You know, I try and respond to absolutely every single comment as quick as I possibly can. So there we go, my beautiful lights. It's a little treat for you. And until next time, from the angels and I, bye-bye for now.